Hello Taurus, welcome to your love reading. This is for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising. These messages are general, so they may or may not resonate with you. If it doesn't, feel free to check your other placements, the other signs in your chart to see what else is going on. Alright, Taurus and their current person. What's going on with Taurus? Taurus and their current person. We have free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. And we have reconciliation. Someone from your past is returning to your life. We have, hold on, okay. Worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. Heart-to-heart conversations. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other. And we have honeymoon. Enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. I get the feeling that there is someone returning who wants to speak to you. There's someone who wants to have a heart-to-heart conversation with you. But right now, I feel like you could be trying to really take back control of your life. Maybe you've been kind of thinking about this person and you want to kind of free yourself from that, at least just from the thoughts, you know, and just kind of let go. But there is going to be a conversation, you know, they want to speak to you. They have a lot to say. And I feel like with the honeymoon card, you know, it's just this one-on-one vibe that I'm getting, that it's just you and them and nobody getting in your business. So this is what I'm seeing with this person. Hold on. What's their energy towards Taurus? Their energy towards Taurus. Their energy towards Taurus. Okay, wow. The Four of Wands and the King of Cups. This is amazing. This person is still definitely in love with you. Separated or not separated, this person, it hasn't changed for this person, you know. The feelings, the love. With the Four of Wands, it's like in the ground, stable. With the King of Cups, they're in love, basically. So for this person, it's really a done deal, like in their minds. It's really a matter of time, or just a matter of having a conversation with you to make things work. What's Taurus energy towards them? Taurus energy towards them. You may feel betrayed by this person. Oh, yep. There may have been betrayal or just an ending and a complete standstill here. When, as far as you're concerned, you know, you may have had to really dive in to your own life and work and focus on you. Whereas this person, it seems like if they did, you know, if they did betray you or just leave you out in the cold or have things at a standstill, for them, it's like a walk in the park, kind of a walk in the park, because all they know is that they still love you and that's it. But for you, you may have had to go through everything, you know, being without them or feeling betrayed if that's what happened. So it's kind of imbalanced, you know. They kind of want to just walk back in and expect you to be on the same page when that's not the case. All right, let me see. So this relationship, what's going on? We have the Fool. I feel like, I get the vibe that right now you're on the verge of a new beginning with this person. Some of you might be expecting, like you're pregnant, as in you're about to give birth. You know, a new beginning is about to happen, an extension of the family. But for those of you who are not having a baby, I do get the vibe that this is on the verge of, you know, reconciliation. That I get the vibe that you are waiting for this, or just at least waiting for answers. And it may be a new start between you guys after having this conversation and hearing each other out. So let me get into the spread. See what's going on. Okay. Taurus and the person they're currently dealing with. What's going on? What's going on with Taurus and their person? We have some Aries energy, so this could be an Aries for some of you, but the Emperor, the High Priestess, okay, wow. The relationship is definitely at a standstill. We got the Knight of Pentacles again. We got the Devil, could be a Capricorn for some of you. We got the Three of Swords. Some of you, this person may actually be more heartbroken than you think, with the Three of Swords being in the position of what you need to know. So this could be either them being heartbroken, or it could be them having a third party, since the Three of Pentacles is here. So that's for you to investigate, or if you already know about this, doesn't mean that it's 100% true. This is general. So yeah, but I feel like they're seeing you as, like, they feel like they want this new beginning with you, because there is this pause and then there's the Fool. So it's like, yeah, it's at a standstill, but how about we reconcile and talk about it and get it moving again? You know, but if there is betrayal, like a third party situation, obviously it's not as easy as they would hope for it to be. You know, we have the Page of Pentacles here. Some of you, if you're dealing with a situation where you're having a child with this person, or have a child, this person may have ran away from responsibilities a little bit. Maybe they just felt like they couldn't be responsible. Not for all of you, but they may have run from responsibilities. Also, this could be them running from the conversation or confrontation about the relationship itself, or the issues that you guys have had. You know, they are wishing to move from this rough place to this soft place, but I get the vibe that this person wants to skip the confrontation and skip explaining and giving you an explanation and reasons, and just go to happily ever after. Like, they just kind of want to skip over all the work that it's going to take, which is, you know, wouldn't life be that easy? Wouldn't life be great if it was that easy? But yeah, you need answers, so it's not going to work the way they want it to work. But they do wish they could just skip past all the bad and be back with you as if nothing ever happened, right? So we have the Devil here. This is in the position of your person's next move, so it looks like they're going to be a little bit obsessed with you. With the Devil card, it looks like they're going to kind of obsess over this. I feel like this is someone who doesn't want to let go. And for some of you, I'm going to be honest, if it is a third party situation, it does look like this is someone who is controlling and just wants to be with whoever they want and control everyone they're with. You know, I hope you're not dealing with that type of situation. But it does look that way with the Devil, and the fact that they may have other people. This is if you know about this, though. So if you're with someone who has been unfaithful, they are wanting to come back to you because they want the control. They want to control you and that person who they're with. Okay? So just throwing that out there for those of you who are dealing with that situation. But if it's not a third party situation, this person's just going to be quite obsessive about starting new with you, but still kind of trying to dodge having to explain everything, which obviously you probably won't let them in without that. So then it would lead to the heart-to-heart conversations when they have no choice. They have no choice but to explain things to you, or else they won't get you back, you know. But either way, I see a reconnection that you guys have waited a while for, and this person cannot go around the heart-to-heart conversation. You know, some of you are dealing with someone who does want to have the conversation, but I do get the vibe of some of you dealing with someone who really tries to run from that type of thing. You know, we have the Seven of Swords here as the outcome. So some of you, after the heart-to-heart conversation, you might find yourself still walking away from this person. It depends on your situation, you know, but I get the vibe of you kind of distancing yourself, maybe for the moment or forever, from this situation, you know, but I do see you getting some answers. So I don't know if it's answers that you don't like and you end up moving on, or if you just need time and space, you know, but I see you kind of stepping away a little bit from this situation, or completely. Let me clarify. Okay, so why is the Three of Pentacles here? Tell me about the Three of Pentacles. We have the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Could have been married to this person, some of you. Yep, the Hierophant and the Ten of Pentacles. This could be a marriage separation or infidelity in a marriage. This person, wow. This is, when it comes to this area right here, I get the vibe of that whole third party situation, person needing to control everything, you know. So if that's not for you, then leave that part out. But that's what I see when it comes to this, especially if you're married as well to this person. They just want to like control you and the other person, or they don't want to lose half of what they have after they cheated and they owe you half, you know, just drama. It's like court. I'm looking at court, a court situation. But anyways, if you're not married, take it how it resonates. We have the Knight of Pentacles. We know what that's about already. Why the Fool? Need more on the Fool. You know, if you're dealing with that controlling situation, I don't know why it keeps going back to that, but if you are, this person is kind of worried about the fact that you might be freeing you see what? Oh my God, yes. I forgot about this card, yeah. They might be worried that you're freeing yourself from their control, you know? They don't want you to free yourself if they want control. Like, how dare you? You're supposed to be mine. So, you know, there's that. Because this is how they're viewing you, as the Fool. So you're probably freeing yourself and they're trying to pull you back in if you are dealing with the controlling type. Okay, but if not, I do feel like they really see a new beginning with you if it's not a controlling situation, you know. But some of you are definitely dealing with someone who sees you as freeing yourself, and that would mean that they have less options, you know, without you. So obviously, if you're walking away from that, don't blame you. Why the Ace of Pentacles? Ace of Pentacles. We got too many cards here. I feel like this is speaking of someone who doesn't want to lose in a divorce situation. Why the Page of Wands? Page of Wands. The Fool in reverse. This is all about communication here. They have the fear of coming forward and speaking. But I feel like either way, they're gonna have to open up. They have been hesitant when it comes to reaching out to you, when it comes to sending that message. They've been hesitant. They know it's gonna lead to, well, I need answers for this and that, and why did you leave me, and why this and that. So, and they're trying to dodge those questions, you know what I mean? And just trying to get back to the sweet stuff, you know, the good stuff, and act like nothing ever happened. So that's where you have to kind of steer it into the direction you want it to go, heart-to-heart conversations. But keep in mind, some of you are dealing with someone who does want to have the conversation, but has just been hesitant, you know. So depends on your situation. Why the Devil? Why is the Devil here? Oopsie. Okay. And there's that Three of Pentacles again, and the Three of Swords again. So for some of you, you're dealing with someone who wants to control everybody who they're with. I don't know why. Okay, I'm gonna say it. Okay, if you've seen R. Kelly, right, the whole show, Surviving R. Kelly, and even like just shows about relationships with controlling people, like they always have a whole bunch of other people in the picture, like they're always dating outside of the relationship, yet they want to control you, make sure you don't date anyone else, you know. So with the devil here and the Three of Pentacles again, because I link that to this Three of Pentacles here, this devil. So when it clarifies the devil as well as the Three of Swords, which I linked to the Three of Pentacles to call it a third party situation, it all comes together, literally, literally. So I have to call out that controlling situation again and say that someone is trying to control you. Not all of you, but if you have been dealing with someone who has someone else in the picture, this person wants to make sure they have you and make sure they have that person, both of you and whoever else, under control. While they can go around and do whatever they want with whoever they want, you and the third party has to only be with them. Okay? So if you are walking away and that is your story, then I see why, and you should keep walking. In fact, you should drop the damn swords and run. Okay? Because it's not safe, to be honest, from what I've seen in these shows, these TV shows that are based on real life. But anyways, if that is not your situation, I do get a story of someone being obsessed. Someone being obsessed because the relationship hasn't gone the way they want it to go. It may have taken a friend zone type of vibe, and they kind of just become obsessed with trying to get it past the friend zone because they feel so hurt that they may feel like they were led on. But as I said, those are two different stories. So the Three of Swords. Why the Three of Swords? Why the Three of Swords? Ace of Cups. Three of Cups. See all these threes, and then we have this Ace of Cups. Some of you, it could be that you have a child with this person, or having a child with this person, find out about another person that they've been with. You know, it's a whole, I mean, I could tell the whole story, a whole bunch of stories, but it all leads to this, like, some of you are dealing with someone who has someone else, and you know about this, or you may find out. It's not saying this is for everyone. Don't go panicking if it's not you, if it's not your story, but there's that. It could be that that person has a child on the way by someone else, or you have a child by them, and here comes this third party situation and all this control. But if it is that person, as I said, the second story where someone is just obsessed with you and it didn't work out for them, so they just continue to obsess, this is just talking about their heartbreak about the situation, like them wanting that connection with you and it not happening, it not going in the direction they wanted it to go. All right, the Seven of Swords. Wow, Seven of Swords in reverse. Some of you might be in an abusive situation, because here it's showing me that back and forth, that leaving and going back, leaving and going back. This could have been in the past, where you left and came back to this person, they were controlling. There's something about toxic people that keep you coming back, you know what I mean? Like, I have to make a whole video on that, because there's always something about them that makes you just go back. You know, I've told people this over and over again. I've compared it to drugs. I shouldn't even mention that word in the video, but it's like you just become addicted. You know it's bad for you, but you still go back. You know it's bad for you, but that could have been in the past. You may be on your last, you know, because they say you have to leave like at least 7 times before you actually leave, hence the number 7. So Maybe this is your last time, like, taking them up on their BS. Maybe this is the last straw. But we have the Sun in reverse. Yeah, wow, you see, some of you are putting in a lot of work into releasing this burden, this situation that is not serving you. Freeing yourself. Wow, this is so direct. I don't know, I'm getting like a little sensation in my left hip. Like a little sensation. So I don't know if that links to anything, but as soon as I said this, you know, releasing the burden, I got a little feeling. So I don't know if there was like physical abuse where you got an injury in that part of your body. I don't know, but just mentioning that just in case, you know. But yeah, I see some of you are on your last straw, on the last straw of this situation. That's why the Seven of Swords is here. It's a situation where you may have gone back in the past, taken them back and left them again, you know. We got the honeymoon. This could speak of the honeymoon stage of a controlling relationship. Wow, this is looking okay. Five of Wands, Four of Pentacles. This could be a situation where there's always conflicts and everything, then they hold back. They block you out of their heart. You find yourself having to make it on your own. I mean, it can go on and on, but you get the drift. Even if it's not physical abuse or just obvious control, there's a lot of relationships that have this low-key, you know, how do you say, this very subtle type of control where it doesn't seem like they're controlling you until you really find yourself like in a cycle, you know. You're like, am I in an abusive relationship? Am I being manipulated? I mean, they haven't hit me, so can that be considered? Well, there is emotional abuse, there's mental as well as physical. So sometimes the person will just manipulate, you know. They'll just do these little manipulative things, and you won't pick up that you're in that type of relationship. That's the thing. But again, not all of you are dealing with that. Some of you are just dealing with someone who's a little bit obsessed with you, and they wanted the relationship to go where it didn't go. So they're kind of upset about that and obsessed about that. We have show the world the real you, bring love into the situation. Some of you are definitely dealing with an Aquarius because we have two Aquarius cards here side by side. Where the energy is gaining momentum, communication is key. Some of you are going to communicate. We have your loved ones, you and your loved ones are safe. So Cancer energy. And there you go, like safety. So, communication. I feel this card here is for those of you who are dealing with someone who's obsessed with you. Like they may need to get the point that that it's not going to happen, or, you know, whatever it is. There needs to be communication there, but I do see that this person is going to try and come back to communicate with you. Whoever it is, that's the main thing. With heart-to-heart conversations and communication is key. There's going to be a talk. Where this talk goes, who knows? I do see you on your way out the door for some reason. And yeah, but I guess this reading is just letting you know that there is going to be a talk between you and your person. You know, they're going to come forward and speak. We have a High Priestess here. We also have the Emperor, who is somewhat of a control freak, you know. And I feel like your intuition could really step in here. Your inner feelings, because this is what's blocking. So this is kind of blocking the person, you know, and whatever intentions they have. Your intuition will help you here. Compromise, opportunity. The situation will improve and there's something better. So it could be that they show you, you know, they come back with the honeymoon phase, or they try to improve the relationship. Not all of you are dealing with someone who's totally controlling or abusive, but I do see like, I do see a situation like that, similar to that at least, but they want to talk. So if it's a minor thing, maybe it could work. If it's something where they're completely controlling, you're probably leaving towards something better opportunities. Some of you might have kids together, so that's where compromise comes in. You might find a way to co-parent, you know, like that situation improving, being able to co-parent. It's kind of negative, but if you are in a controlling situation, I would say run. You know, if this person will not let go of a third party and they're watching everything you do, but they're doing everything they want to do, that's control. You know? So, careful with that. It really doesn't really end well if the person doesn't walk away. So with free yourself, I will take that literally. If this is your story, if it is, you know, but keep in mind it could just be someone who's obsessed with you and wants more with you, but refuses to acknowledge certain things, give you answers that you need and stuff like that. So it's all up to you, but I feel like the answer lies in this conversation right here. Whether, you know, this conversation is going to either make or break this relationship, and that's what I'm going to close with, because that's what I'm seeing. It's going to make or break the relationship, this conversation. So just listen out for that conversation to happen, and then I feel like you'll have all the answers from there. Okay, so Taurus, this is what I'm seeing for you. Check your other placements if you want to know what else is going on in your love life. Leave a like if you enjoyed, subscribe if you're new, and thank you for watching.